How to use Salesforce CRM. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you the basics of Salesforce and how to use it for CRM. So it could look a little bit intimidating at first, but trust me, once you actually get the hang of it, it's an extremely powerful tool to have. Now, here's the thing. It is a paid service. It's not for free. However, you can actually use the developer edition, which I'm using right now, to unlock pretty much everything, but just for training and learning. So if you just want to test the waters first, see if Salesforce is for you or not, you can just go and create a free developer account. Just learn the basics with it, try to do things with it, see if you like it or not, and then you can actually go in and invest with Salesforce. To create your developer account, you can just go to this website here, developer.salesforce.com. And then you simply just want to click on Browse Trials from the top right corner, and you're going to be able to set up your account from here. Now, like I said, this is not going to be an official Salesforce account. This is just for learning and trying things out before you actually go ahead and buy it yourself. However, the developer edition does actually have the most powerful tools that you can have with any plan with Salesforce. So you're going to have everything unlocked, but just a small storage capacity. Now let's just go and actually start using Salesforce and show you what it's about. So first, to get started with the CRM stuff, you simply just want to click on this little waffle icon on the top left corner from the main dashboard, and here it's going to it's going to have all the different apps Salesforce has to offer. So you're going to find everything in here, like community, approvals, sales, and so on. The one that we want to focus on in this video is going to be the sales app, which is going to be for CRM. So we just wanted to find the sales and open it up. Now, each app is going to have its own different layout and dashboard when it comes to the list view here on the top and the actual dashboard itself. So if you just click on home, it's going to take you to this main dashboard, which is just going to show you the more important information that you would want to see from a bird's eye view, basically, like close deals, some accounts that you want, grow relationships, build pipeline, and you can also see a lot more things here like today's tasks and so on. But let's just go ahead and get to the details here. So we have the different, let's say the life cycle of a lead that's just going to turn into an actual opportunity at the end. So to create anything that you like, for example, tasks, leads, opportunities, you can just go in and do that from the top right corner. You should be able to see this plus sign here. And if you click on global actions or the plus sign, you're going to be able to create a new event, task, contact, lead, you name it, even emails here. And once you create any of them, you're going to be able to find them in the respective homes. So for example, if you did create a new lead, you simply just want to click on leads here, and you're going to be able to find all the different leads that you have. And you're also going to have some statistics here on the top just to make things easier to track. So let's just go and create a lead and go through with the life cycle. So creating a lead, like I said, extremely simple. You can just go ahead and do it from here, or you can just click on the plus, like I said, and click on new lead. From here, you're just going to fill out the information necessary, like the salutation, first name, last name, email, phone, company, and title. I'm going to just fill these up with dummy information, and we can just save and move on. So once you add the appropriate information, and by the way, mind the actual stars here, these are going to be required. Some things are not required, some are. And then anyways, you can just click on save, and this is going to save a lead. Obviously, a lead is basically just the start of a deal. It's not even a start of a deal. It's just, it could be or could not be. It's you basically having a conversation with someone and they seem interested. This is a lead. So it's just going to pop up in here once it's actually loaded. And you can always just reload to make things go faster. Anyways, here you can just see total leads, 1, no activity, nothing. But we can actually see that every lead is going to turn out to be in here. Now, what can you actually do from here? First, you can just go in and observe a lot of the things like the name, the company, lead status. All of these are going to show right here on the top. Just make things easier for you to differentiate between them. And if you click on any name within the leads section, you're going to find more details, like the actual life cycle and so on. For example, the first one is open, not contacted. You have the details here. You have the activity, which is just all the different activities that are related to this. And you can just go in and set the status to something else. Like, for example, now you actually got in contact with Mr. Max Thompson here, and now you're working. You can just go and select this and click on mark as current status. And guess what? That is going to actually be the new status. As you can see here, if we just go back to leads, now it says working contacted. And just to make things easier for the future, it's always going to be like that. It's just going to be almost like an automation. So whatever you actually implement is going to implement everywhere within the system. Anyways, it's just going to continue on until that it reaches the converted part. And you can just go ahead and click on this as select converted status. And now you simply just want to fill in the data here to fully convert the lead to become something more. Now you can just go in and add their information or use existing ones, but if it's a new, then you just want to basically create a fully new account here. So the account name, contact information here, and also the opportunity. Once you're done, you can just simply click on convert from the bottom right and wait for it to load. And as you can see, just like that, Salesforce has created an entire business relationship just with a click of a button. Now you have an account, which is pretty much the company that we're going to be working with, which Max Thompson here, the new contact, which is also going to be automatically added for you, works in. And you also have the opportunity to start, actually make a sale with these, with Max Thompson and the company. So now you can just feel free to exit out of here, and you're going to be able to find them all in the respective places. So if you just go to contacts, now you're going to be able to see Max Thompson. And if you click on Max Thompson, you're going to be able to see more information about them. Same goes for accounts, which are pretty much the different companies you are going to be working for. Sorry, not for, with. Also, don't forget about the most important one here. You have a new opportunity now. And if you click on it, you also are going to be able to find the different life cycle of said opportunity. Qualification, needs analysis, up to being actually closed, which hopefully it does. And then you can just go and mark stage as complete once it's fully done. Now you also have some other stuff here like creating tasks, which are going to be very important and useful to do. Like I said previously, to create tasks or anything really, just go to the plus icon here and you can just click on new task. And you're just going to be able to fill out these things here, like the subject of it, the due date to it. And whenever you add a due date, you have a calendar view here. If I can actually find it, yeah, right here at the right side, you can actually view the calendar view, and you're going to be able to see all the different tasks that have a due date. And again, from the main dashboard, it's also going to notify you about your current tasks that you need to work on. You can also assign it to specific people related to specific accounts or companies, and status is not started, and by default you can make in progress, completed, and so on. And again, like I said, whatever you create from there, you're going to be able to find them in the respective homes. The files section, think of it as a Google Drive where you and your team be able to upload files in here and access them right away. And you also have specific, like actual customizable dashboards that you can create, and you can just click on created by me, or actually create a new dashboard, sorry. And from there, you can just go in and customize it fully to your liking and be able to really do whatever type of charts that you like in here. And you can just view them instead of the default one within the home page. And it is really just as simple as that. You simply just want to organize everything in Salesforce as I showed you. And you're just going to start like this. Maybe you're going to dive into more deeper things when it comes to technicality. But generally speaking, it's very simple to use. It's self-explanatory, and you can always just find articles about specific things that you want to do, like technical things. But yeah, just go and create the right things, and you're going to find a summary of them in your home dashboard, like we said. Or you can even create your own custom dashboards that are going to show you exactly what you want to see. But creating leads, following through with them when it comes to their life cycle, and showcasing, or not showcasing, but viewing your different companies that you're working with, the different contacts, groups, all of these things are going to be available in here to see and work with very easily. So anyways, hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful to get you started. And like I said, you can always just use the developer edition, take your time with it when it comes to learning. And if you really feel comfortable with it, you can just go ahead and start using the real thing. With that being said, I really hope that you found this video to be useful, like I said, and thank you for watching.